There's a reason marathon runners call mile 18 the wall. It's where your body lies to you about what's possible. The entrepreneurial middle is your 18th mile, and right now, every cell in your business is screaming stop. But here's what runners know and entrepreneurs forget. The wall isn't the end, it's the beginning of who you actually are. When did you start believing in your feelings over your commitments? You can't see the finish line because you're in the transformation zone, where the person who started can't comprehend the person you're becoming. Data shows that 90% of entrepreneurs who push through their first major "I can't see the end" moment become serial, successful founders. This isn't your only race. It's the one that teaches you how to run. The middle is your education in disguise. Quit now and you'll forever wonder if you were 10 steps or 10,000 steps from your next breakthrough. That question will haunt every future venture because you'll never trust yourself when things get hard again. The cost isn't this business. It's your capacity for endurance, your relationship with difficulty, your proof to yourself that finish what you start. The middle is testing one thing and one thing only. Are you an entrepreneur, or were you just a tourist who liked the idea? Real builders don't need to see the mansion to keep laying the bricks. They trust the blueprint when the scaffolding blocks the view. This is where you choose to prove it or quit. Let me tell you how many times I've had entrepreneurs who come to me and they're just done. They're exhausted. They can't take it any longer. And in many ways, it's the test. As an entrepreneur, we have the greatest gift, I believe, of anyone, that we can create things out of nothing. As an entrepreneur, we take an idea and make a business out of it. I don't know of many other organizations that do that. We have an idea and we foster that idea and we found that idea and we work with that idea and we struggle with that idea and we create something greater every single time with that idea. In many ways, we create magic. We create something out of nothing. The majority of millionaires are entrepreneurs, come from entrepreneurs. We as a society create something unknown before. But there is a test. The test is, can you succeed? Will your vision be greater than all of the other pressures that come around you? Will your vision be so important to you that you ignore all of the signs that it's not going to work? Will you ignore all of the things and people saying this is not possible? Will you ignore even your own mind saying you should give up? I have an amazing respect for people who run a marathon. I've never done. I've done a quarter marathon and I have run 22 miles at one point. But the body that we have created that has grown over a period of time, at the 18th mile, starts to convince you of absolutely everything that you shouldn't be doing. Now, it's biological. You're expected to do that. Your body's trying to protect you, and I recognize and appreciate that. But the question is, who are you going to listen to? And the bigger question is the dream and the idea you have bigger than the little conversations in your head or opinion of someone else? As soon as you find something as an entrepreneur that is so big and so exciting and so amazing that you'll go through anything to do it, it succeeds. As soon as you allow the doubts of people and places and opportunities and opinions to get in the way, you fail, you walk away, and you've taught your body and your mind that you can't do it. Every one of the founders of major companies and minor companies struggled at one point, heard, was told it was impossible, was told it didn't even work. But they continued to look. They continued to believe in their ideas. They continued to commercialize them. Go ahead and look at Apple. Go ahead and look at Edison, Tesla. Go ahead and look at all of these because the vision was so much greater. Now, whether you believe in your idea or not is more important than what it is, because you can always find a way of making it happen. There's always something that will grow and become out of that. You will always learn something to build on something else. That's why founders get faster companies. That's why serial entrepreneurs get faster and faster, because they built these ideas, but they've also built the resilience to know at some point the whole world is going to look at you and go, are you crazy? And you've just got to heads down and keep working. That silent voice in your head is your biggest advantage and your biggest disadvantage. And the question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stand up and move forward no matter what the answer is, knowing that as soon as these questions come up, you're just at the breakthrough? Or are you going to step back, listen to the voices, and live in mediocrity? In many ways, this is the struggle of an entrepreneur. It's lonely and quiet. And sometimes our biggest demons are the ones inside. Remember, this is gift we are given. We're given this gift to be able to create and build. I have the honor of supporting many families with what I do, what I create, what we create for our clients. It's magic, and most people don't see it. But it's the ability to handle the pressure and the questions and the voices in our head that makes the difference between success and failure. Remember that you had a dream. Take that dream, expand it, make it greater, so that when the voices come up, or when the mother-in-law says, what are you doing? Or when the press comes out and calls you insane, you keep moving, because at some point, the press will come back and laud you as your great vision. Your mother-in-law will say, I knew you could do it. And you've proven yourself that you can. What are the tricks you use to deal with the voices, the negative? Put it in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode on The Strategy Session, where we take your business from stuck to unstoppable. Here's another video I think you'd enjoy. If you found these insights valuable, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest videos. Remember, you're not just marketing, you're making history with Venture Gained.